AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big. No exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
I don't know if you can hear me, dude, but I'm broadcasting this to YouTube. Same. What? I'm broadcasting this to YouTube. Same username as YouTube. Same back time. Same back channel.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Elliott. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Who's going to win? Cowboys?
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 67 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The baby's out. They were gross. Her face is going down.
Oh, good.
So I'm giving her more.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Nobody tells you what fucking practice. Nobody wants to tell you what they did because then you're giving, you know, like, they don't want you to come back on and be like, oh, you
So now we get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
What?
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
How about him?
That's what he wanted him.
He wants that line for sure.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep rights. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Elliott. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half as some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Oh, I fixed the albino up there.
First down. It's Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Fucking computer boxes are ridiculous to use. They're kind of like just...
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch. It was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
And she said we could use hers if we want.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they were dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield.
If Dom picks me off, I'm killing myself tonight.
You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
What?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop at the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 28 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, Partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker.
I was going to make
Lugging
this
the
better,
rock.
but I want
So
to
we'll
spray
leave it
again.
at 7 now as they
Put
kick
down
it away.
quarterbacks.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the
I'm
inline.
going to start shooting some of them off. Because soon they're going to get too, they're going to get to that
The
point.
Dallas offense
They're
here
gonna
set
get
to
too
begin the
big.
drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's
What's
that
that? Albino
mythological
just
thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Good night. Give me a hug. Love you. Go to bed. Halloween parties tomorrow. Go get some rest.
Out of the goal. Here's
No,
Prescott.
you got enough. Good night.
Completes it to Jason Witten. Now the Cowboys going to burn
Go
the
to
first of
bed.
their timeouts.
Go
As
to
they'll
bed.
head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin.
Yep, go to bed. Yep, good night.
Here's Austin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And
Love
out
you.
will come the offense as they
Good night,
take
baby.
over.
Good night, Liam.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Prescott to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20.
Let's get there about them.
And then about kind of stuff you don't use.
Shut up.
Or it breaks, like, that's $1, but
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all-time?
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception,
what was going on here? They were
just
like
a field goal, and they're behind
hanging out with each other.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Ooh, you about got that.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, I don't know why my back's hurt so bad, though.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Prescott, and he will go down. The Cowboys sack. With a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He'll buy some time right. Oh, Prescott stripped. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, he should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The 1st down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Prescott. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Back to throw. That one complete. Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with it. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. In the fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.